Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargame Terrain. Guys, welcome back. This is a special type of video. This is an off the cuff video. I'm working on this week's terrain build, which you might get a sneaky peek of, you may not. I'm working on that. And I thought I'd just show you the multitude of jobs that I have to do off camera. Because I know a lot of you like the sneaky behind the scenes stuff and everything else. So I thought I'd just do a quick off the cuff video and just, show you what I've got going on, what I'm up against, what I'm trying to get achieved. So, hopefully you enjoy this. Hopefully it's worth a little watch. So hold on guys, let me just transition the camera around so I can show you everything that's going on. Right, so what's all this? There's two trays for the Space Marine bits, okay? I mean, there's everything from biker bodies to half a bike to actual Space Marines that just need to be put together. Where am I looking? I know I just saw Space Marine bodies. I was looking for you. There's this Space Marine body parts in here. There's one. So there's a Space Marine body. So I know there's more in here. There's a Space Marine back there as well. I don't know if there's any legs, but there's all these bits in here. I went through the bag of Space Marine bits, trying to see what's salvageable, what can be used, what needs to be stripped of paint. Just try and make them into viable squads and get them all up and ready. All these guys here are lead. With the exception of him, he doesn't need to be done nothing to, just based up. This guy needs to be glued. This is actually one of the attack bike Space Marines, but I put him on a pair of legs to lead a unit. Same with this guy. Yeah, he got a plasma gun. Again, I just put him on foot. I mean, this guy needs to be stripped out and just, I don't know what to do with him. So this Devastator squad here. There's loads of these Marines. There's two Canadian guys with a weapons platform that was modified and converted to sit on a tyre. I don't know why. There's these bizarre models here, which I thought might make lovely cultists. I don't know, or some sort of special unit Imperial Guard. Again, I'm not sure. They're armed with a grenade launcher and an assault cannon for some bizarre reason. Got the Chaos Space Marines here that I'm working on, just organising them into forces and units and so on and so forth. Now someone's going to say, but John, that's they're called Berserkers. World Eaters have their own credits coming out. I know that, but this is where you guys can give me the answer for this actually. In the 8th edition Chaos Codex, if you gave a unit a banner of Pacific God, that unit gained the mark of the God, which gave them a special benefit. I think Khorne gave them an extra attack or something. I'm not sure. Again, these are Death Guard models, the same, but these are old Death Guard models. Again, need to be cleaned up and stripped out and everything else. But if you guys do know the answer to that, like they can have a banner, yeah, and that gives the normal unit of Chaos Space Marines the mark of Khorne. Then if they have their special banner, just chuck a comment below and let me know, because I haven't looked at the 9th edition Codex. Got these crazy guys here. Don't know what the hell's good to do with them. Got these two Emperor's Children Space Marines, Noise Marines. One's got the heavy blast thing, and this guy's got the chainsaw and the power claw. Again, I don't know what to do with them two guys, because I can't buy them individually anymore. It's always in a unit. There's the guy there. He's meant to have the Rapture standard, I think. Chaos Sorcerer. There's two Terminators. Old Khan the Betrayer model. Old Fabulous Bile model. Again, all these guys that are painted white, and even the ones at the back there, just need to be white spirits or methylated spirits, just with a brush, just to try and clean them down. There's two jobs that I have going on, okay, as well as the terrain build. Also, I have this lot to sort out. Most of them need to be gravelled and undercoated and then painted. There is actually 20 assault intercessors there and a 10-man tactical squad from the 7th edition of box game of 40k. Okay, there's that. There's this lovely pile of lead models here to base and put back together, because I stripped them with paint. Need to drop the camera then. The old lead models that don't need to be, I don't need to show you let's build on them because they don't make them anymore, or they're just, simple parts put together. I have an old World War II tank there to try and convert into something or use for terrain or something like that. I have the Imperial magazines to finish packing away into the folders, which I've been doing a lot of work on, putting them all in there. Very time consuming. Each one of these bags here has armies in them to be organised and sorted out. And one of the plans over the next week or two, maybe 3 weeks, is to sort out the Skaven army and base them all up and maybe get them ready for some sort of painting challenge. I don't know yet, but definitely need to get them from bags to bases, ready to be sorted out. I have all of this still to organise. I did have it cleaned, but start working away on bits and pieces and then things start piling up and it's an absolute mess. I still have all of them bases to cut for most of the models that I've already shown you. So there's a lot of stuff. I also have this board to cut ready for the board builds. I have this nice new material to work with. This is extruded polystyrene. So I'm hoping by the looks of it, it looks a lot like what everyone else is using to make their phone buildings and, all that sort of XPS, that sort of thing. That's what it looks like. So hopefully it's the same. I've got all these brushes to talk about on Weekly Wednesday and where I got them from and everything else. And I've got this huge monstrosity of polystyrene, foam and all that sort of material to try and work through and use up to make terrain with. I have all of them to organise into this jar's going to be this flock, or this jar's going to be this soft cut pieces, this jar's going to be springs or whatever, all that sort of stuff. Well, as you can see, there is an absolute shed load of stuff for me to do, and the biggest problem I have, I don't know what to do first. Okay, now at the moment the terrain build for this week is, it's had filler mix on it, they're still drying. I've just noticed a bit of filler mix disappeared, so I need to sort that out, but that's drying. I can't do nothing else that's drying, so then I need to move on to the other things. I also had to do try and get through my pile of shame for Let's Builds, because the Demon Army is coming 3 to 8 weeks, I think it is, somewhere in that area. So it's like, I need to get it done. I need to get those all organised up. Another idea I had, the way that I cut the 32mm bases and the 40mm bases, when I cut them, they look a bit, when I glue models on them, they look, as soon as I gravel them and undercoat them, they look fine, they look perfect. It's very difficult to tell the difference. So what I'm thinking of trying to do is cut a base to the size that the Great Demons should be on. So then the Great Demons that I have that are on the big square bases, they can just sit on them. And I can actually mark out where they're going to be on the base, then gravel around that and paint that up as normal. And then when it comes to the game, I can just put them on. Maybe magnetize them at a later date, I'm not too sure. But just, put them on like that. I'll be enjoyed. So that's the things I've got going on. Now, I went through the Space Marines and I mercilessly threw away a whole a bag of plastic marine bits where they've had too much paint on them. And I could strip them out. I could, in all honesty. But to me, I'm like, I could spend 4, 5, 6 hours stripping them out to get maybe 5 or 10 Marines, and there's no point. I don't want to do that. So I've not been merciless with them. I just threw them in there. They're going in the bin. That's it. Most of them are the old body gun, ready to go, just holding the gun in the same position, which is okay. It bulks up the army and everything else, but to me, I don't want that. It's too much effort to strip them just to have those type of models sitting around. I've got enough Space Marines to be getting on with it, as you've seen. So I'm going to jump off now and try and crack on with stuff. I just got a little visitor. My little 6-year-old came in with a little funny star sunglasses on, all smiling away at me. But that's the beauty of off the cuff videos. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the little quick behind the scenes and how much up to my eyeballs I am with different bits and pieces to do. So guys, thanks for watching. Please hit like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications. We need to get this channel up. We need to really push this channel up and get this channel going. Guys, until next time, take it easy.